It's
Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at imfote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
I am Sabrina Lynn Brenham, and I'm a candidate for Dallas City Council District 8. I'm the number one candidate, and I am place one on the ballot. My integrity, my loyalty, and my commitment would allow me to be the best Dallas City Council person in D8.
Paid for by Sabrina Lynn Brenham Campaign.
The mega teen event of the year is back. So make plans to attend the Best Southwest Everything Teen Expo 2023, Saturday, April 15th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Soto Town Center. We are calling all teens ages 12 to 18 to come build meaningful and positive relationships with your community. This one-day event will feature empowering workshop seminars, motivational speakers, a prom fashion show, live entertainment, giveaways, and so much more. It's the mega teen event of the year, the Best Southwest Everything Teen Expo 2023, Saturday, April 15th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the DeSoto Town Center, located at 211 East Pleasant Run Road in DeSoto, Texas. For vendor opportunities, call 972-230-9663. Yeah!
Nick Cannon, what we doing in the media room?
Oh, what are we turning up in the media room? It sound like.
Hey, what's up? It's Shawnee Scott, owner of Media Room 360. And since we have been airing on the CW and Media Room 360 streaming platform, I've received a lot of calls from you that want to start your own show, but you don't know how to start your own show. So here at Media Room 360, me, DJ Big Bink, Action Jackson, and Michael Shawn have all come up with a great idea for you. We are going to give you 12 weeks of training. You'll get to come in, work on our shows, and learn how to put your own show together. At the end of this 12 weeks, once you have your show together, we will produce your 28.5-minute show. All you have to do to get more information or let us know that you're interested in participating is email me at info@mediaroom360.com, and I'll share more details with you there.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Yeah! Yes, indeed, did it. Welcome to Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. It's Thursday, March 30th. Yeah. It's almost over, man. Well, we got another day in March or something. We got, what is it, 31 days in my month?
31. You gotta do the knuckles. Do the knuckles thing. That's how you know. Do the knuckles.
31. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what the knuckles is. I ain't go to Martin Luther King. I don't know. I don't know. I shout out to all my people across the world who graduated from Martin Luther King High over in England. I'm sure they got an MLK in England too somewhere. They got something going on. All right. So it's Friday Eve, people. We are so close to Friday. No disrespect to Thursday, because Thursday is a hot day. There's a lot of happy hours that happen at jobs on Thursdays. People like, we meeting at the so-and-so bar. Who want to go? They got dollar beers and 50-cent beers, and the white folks would invite you. When I had that, I have a job now, but when I had my other job, they'd be like, Mike, it's 50 cent. I couldn't believe. I think about that now. If they would have had 50-cent drinks somewhere, right? It was 50-cent beers.
Beer.
And I don't even like beer. But if it's 50 cents, guess who likes beer? Yeah.
People don't drink beer like that, but I guess for 50 cents you do.
What? You out your mind?
You out your mind?
Don't ain't no beverage being sold more than beer at a bar.
Yes.
I mean, I don't give. It just makes me feel bloated, even when I drink a light beer. I actually drink a beer real cold because I'm thirsty when I would drink. Because I was like, I'm thirsty. Give me a freezing cold. I want a freezing cold Heineken.
Prescott.
Oh, green bottle legend they used to call me.
Yes.
Ooh, them Heinekens was popping. Oh, they was popping, boy. All right, let's see. Shawnee will join us soon. Sexy Mo, how was your night?
Well, I worked on my questions for today is Parent Teacher Day. So I had to come with my questions in the book for the new teacher. Gotta hold her accountable.
Yeah.
Very smart to write it down. Very smart.
Oh, absolutely. Parents are part of the team. So you got to make sure, everything is functioning properly. You coming home a little angry. We got to discuss that.
Can I ask you something? And I'm prying right now, but I'm trying to use the proper terminology.
Sure.
When you have a child that's part of the spectrum,
yes,
is every teacher, do you have to, when a new teacher or when he moves up to a new grade, do you have to basically find out if she's equipped, or does a teacher have to have a certain skill set to deal with your son in that situation?
So actually they do. They're supposed to possess a special skill set, but because we have all of these budget cuts and all of these things going on politically, that's why you need to get out there and vote.
Right.
We are seeing certified teaching assistants, which are they're becoming the lead teachers, or a substitute certified teaching assistant.
It's like a certified car. Like,
or
how do they
certified substitute teacher as the lead teacher. And this is the first time I've seen this happen within his school structure. So I have a couple of questions.
Yeah, so that means when you go to a something like this, you have to have your checklist to see if this person
certifications,
right.
Yes, not just as a teacher, but also dealing with special needs children, preferably depending on what role you play, behavior ABA, background in ABA, which is applied behavioral analysis. But he has literally 3 teachers in his, so he has a lead teacher and then he has the 2 teacher assistants in his class. There's only 6 of them in his class,
and that's a good thing, right?
So he gets attention, and
yes.
That's good.
Oh, he gets plenty of attention. He gets almost individualized instruction. So then he has his therapist that comes. He has occupational therapist that comes. He has speech therapist that comes. So his day is full.
Nice. Jay Black, how was your night?
I like to shout out. Good morning, Ashley Newman. Red Boy, what up? Afro Queen, I saw you on the check-in. Trina. Night was cool. James, what up, James? He said good morning, everyone. I want to say
real quick, he said good morning, everyone. I want to say that I appreciate you all doing the show. I do understand that this is by choice and you all need support to keep it going, so I will make sure I do that. But I appreciate everyone, especially Michael Shawn, because of how exciting his life is at work. Yes, and
he want to hear some UPS stories.
Yeah. We got more. I got court stories today. Today my story is people's court. Go ahead, Jay.
My night was cool. Actually, I went to the store yesterday. Dog, I went out to Walmart by myself with me and my boy. It's interesting when you go to the store. You see stuff that I had no idea. Like, stores is good. It's good to get out from time to time and go to a store and do some shopping. But I went to go get some goggles because he's doing so good with the swimming. I wanted the goggles to cover his nose. So we went out. I just went out just for the goggles, Mo. Why did I end up spending like $82? Like, I don't understand.
What happens.
Like, welcome to the. You really don't go shopping a lot, do you? You really
no. And Lady Q laughed at me, told me you need to get out more. I said, but they got this stuff. They got this. I was just coming there just for the goggles. The next man I know, I got Super Mario Brothers toys and all this other stuff. But it was cool to get out. It was cool to actually get out the house, and a white lady hit me by accident with a purse. Dog, I thought she was gonna try to say I was trying to steal something. I swear to God.
Oh man.
But look how small the world is. Like literally, she swung her purse and hit me, and I just didn't want no smoke because I said I'm a black man. This is an older white lady. I wasn't trying to get close. None of that. So but I just want to get away. So I'm getting away real fast. Kind of find out the lady went to school with Lady Q and inboxed her, said, I saw your husband at the store. Tell him sorry for hitting her with my purse.
Wow.
How crazy was that?
Wow. You didn't say good morning to everybody, Jay.
I did. I said
Did you say good morning to everybody? Okay.
I did. Yeah, I hit everybody up. What up, Shelly and Rogers?
And speaking of, Jay made a comment. Jay said it was good just to get out.
It was good.
Now, can you feel Lady Q's pain when she just wants to get out the crib?
No, I'm talking to go to the store, not to get out. Like I wasn't out.
No, just get out. Just to get out.
You went to Wally World. You went to Wally World. Go to Target.
It was really good.
He said he spent $80. I'm gonna tell y'all true story. In the section in CVS where it says as seen on TV, I have spent $60 just in that section. I have sat there and I am so infatuated with as seen on TV gadgets.
Oh, you one of them people.
Man, listen. They had, I don't know, because I never saw it again because I should have bought it. You ever see the commercial where they put the flashlight in the forest and it lights up for like 20 miles?
It's really bright, like LEDs, super
like deers
bright.
Be like, this, yo, turn this shit off, no? Turn it off. Square Owls be like, ooh.
He's like, I need that. But what you need it like that bright for? Like
I don't know.
You never going in the woods. Like
you pop that shit on. You in the forest. You popping on like you can see the war in the Ukraine like going on. Like it's amazing.
Good morning, Bishop.
It is amazing. Amen, Bishop. Welcome to the church. Anybody can get it. Shawnee there. Scott, how was your night there, girl? I know you was working hard last night to the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah. So I got your show on. I mean, your show edited for part 2. I got all the shows edited. Okay, so this week, that's what I'm looking at. Actually, we don't come on until 5:30 to 5 o'clock this week on Saturday because of the NCAA March Madness show and Live.
They preempted y'all for some NAAC, but what? Okay, you know that makes sense.
NCAA, March Madness.
Yeah, you got to get preempted for that. Yeah, they got to tweak you.
Yep. So 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. I'll come on 5:30, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is Big Bink's break room, and then 6:30 you can see part 2 of Michael Shawn's interview with Lady J. But that was
beautiful. Beautiful. And she was up. I think she probably went to sleep 15 minutes ago. Actually. So, round of applause.
Charlie do it all. Wow.
She do it all. Till I get back. That's why I gotta get to Dallas. All right, listen. So, court stories. I had to go to court yesterday. My grand finale. Whole thing all wrapped up in one. So I go to court, and I've been rescheduled, and it wasn't my fault. I've been rescheduled like 4 times. This has been going on for like 5 months trying to do the grand finale. Everything's done. Plea deal, everything. Everything's finished. Everything's all good. Everything's straight.
Plea?
Yeah. Shout out to my lawyer. Rick is dope. Rick Isola. If you ever need a lawyer and you're in the South Jersey area, you need that money. They want that money early. So don't think it ain't all up front, but they want that money early. But understand, if you somewhere in South Jersey in here, he knows everybody. So I go up there, and before I go up there, I'm like, okay, cool. They do the plea bargain. They say what's gonna happen, and then we out of here. He said, no. The judge is gonna have to ask you. He's gonna ask you what happened. So you have to, and I said, I gotta raise my right hand. I said, yeah. I said, you gotta raise your right hand, and you got it. So I had to describe what happened, which kind of broke me down a little bit. I haven't described what happened. I'm not gonna get all into it, but kind of fucked my head up a little bit. And then he did his thing, and they gave me my thing. But before I went on there, a Mexican dude comes in who doesn't speak English.
Hey.
So he has a translator via Zoom. and the guy's translating. So I'm paying attention to make sure this dude, because I'm always interested when I watch boxing, when boxers have translators that speak Spanish, who translate the language. I always want to see if he's accurately saying what the boxer is saying.
Yeah.
Because there's been a few times where I was like, that's not exactly what he meant by that. Right. Like what you said sounds a lot different than what he really meant. You took him and you just took it. So I'm listening, and the interpreter's great. Translator's great. He's on point. He's like pop, 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 pop. So the Mexican guy, I want to tell you, keeps saying, "On God, I didn't know this was against the law, and I apologize."
I'm sorry.
And the guy, so I hear him tell the guy, "On Dios, yo no sé que yo hago," right? And I'm like, why does he keep saying he doesn't know? Like, how did you not know robbing somebody or selling drugs is that legal in your country? But I don't know what. So finally, the explanation happens. So this man was a cook at a restaurant for 15 years. 15 years, right? So now his English ain't really popping. So he must have been good at what he did to keep a job as the head cook for 15 years. So there's a bus girl, not a bus boy, but a bus girl. And they were taking pictures. And as they were taking pictures, he held her hand and kissed her on the cheek.
Okay.
I'm going to repeat. He held her hand.
While at work. Okay.
Taking a picture, kissed her on the cheek. He got 30 days in the county jail.
What?
Sexual assault.
He was found guilty. And he kept saying, I didn't know this was. So I'm baffled. I didn't even know somebody could call the cop. Like, I thought, like, if somebody kissed my girl on the cheek, we fight. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't even know I could call the cops and be like, arrest him. Why? Because he kissed my girl on the cheek. I didn't even know. And everybody who was in the courtroom with me was like this. We were all like, the fuck just happened? Like,
they must have had cameras and he admitted to it or something. If he would have denied it, he needed proof.
No, he admitted to it.
Oh yeah, that's what he get. Yeah.
And he said, so I was trying to figure out. I don't know why this fucked me up, because what Jay Black said, Shawn, he said too, sexual assault. I said, but I wouldn't even know to call the cops for a situation like that. So I'm thinking, okay, I was trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I was like, well, maybe she had warned him to stop with the nonsense. Like maybe she had warned him, and maybe he had continued and all that stuff. So for some reason, I was in the shower, right? I'm taking a shower. This is where I think of jokes and stuff like that. Sometimes I take my notebook, so sometimes I gotta pop out and write something down, and then I get back in the shower, and then I'm act like I'm actually performing. I'm like, I got this new gym joke and about Planet Fitness, and I'm going in. And then it occurred to me, her boyfriend made her file these charges. She told the story. And was probably giggle, cackle, like this Mexican over here. He kissed me on the cheek. I told his ass don't do it again. And he was like, what? No, you need to call the cops on that motherfucker. You need to call the cops on him. You need to.
Unless you were flirting and you wanted it.
Unless you were flirting, because why were you taking a picture if you were so anti?
That's why I was stuck. I was waiting for you to finish to bring up. Well, what was you taking the picture? Why were y'all taking the picture together?
I don't know. Yes, they explain that to you when you get hired.
Yeah.
There's a poster in the break room that explains. Well, there's no poster in my break room. Well, there's not a break room that explains that. Just like if you cuss at a person, you get arrested for verbal abuse. We're not putting somebody in jail for cussing.
I don't think you get. No, that ain't it. No.
But I could see it. It could be verbal abuse.
No, they may label disorderly conduct if you're like out of control, but you're not getting locked up for using profanity.
At most,
at teachers, you are. You can't curse at teachers in the state of New Jersey.
At most, I thought he was gonna go get probation. A dude went up in there and got caught with some drugs, and they said the weight. I'm not gonna lie and say I know the weight, but they said the weight. This Mexican had no priors, just like the guy who got caught with the drugs had no priors.
30 days for a kiss on the cheek.
It
wasn't even no tongue. It wasn't even like it wasn't no
15 years at his job.
You
That's
And
15 years
he
at
was
his
there
job?
15 years at his job.
And now he's probably fired, obviously.
No, he has to be fired. Ain't nobody got 36 days.
Yeah, but you
Who
know
gonna
what?
cover your shifts? Who gonna cover
your shift?
That's really, really, really. It goes to show you there's something. So it's total strangers who, when they hug me, kiss me on a cheek at church. So should I call?
Oh, that's a
Should
great
I
point.
It ain't the fake kiss. It ain't the to the side.
No,
Great
it's
point.
the, how you doing, baby?
No, that
Don't know
weird
you
one was
from
when
a
the pastor
can of
hit you on your
beans.
upper breast. I was like, what is that? I said, "Fuck me, what was that?"
Pastor, that's my
What
areola.
I'm getting at is that you have
Is that
to
what
use,
it's
you
called?
better use the spirit of discernment, because God don't like ugly, and that's all I'm gonna say. I hope that she really feels like she was violated in her heart, and that's what made her go file them charges. Because if she just did it based on like what you're saying, a scenario where her boyfriend was like, you better go, or what, you liked it or something, and kind of force the situation. God don't like ugly.
Damn.
God don't like ugly.
It ain't written that way in the Bible, but somewhere in them scriptures, God don't like ugly.
All right, so because Bo, how long are you here till you got to take the
I have parent teacher today.
All right, young king, you got to take him back. All right, so we're gonna get to the question after I just say this. Another courtroom story. So a man comes in there, and they find him with 0.3 grams of weed.
0.3,
which is nothing. Obviously, that's not selling weed. That's no grams. Like 3 ounces or something like that.
Yeah, because grams is coke.
It's a small.
Ounces and pounds is weed.
It's a small thing where he wasn't charged with trafficking or selling. It was personal use, but he didn't have a marijuana card. Listen to how they found it.
Yes,
his girl had some type of manic situation, and walked out the house at like 11 o'clock at night. He didn't know. He couldn't find her. He called for a wellness check. The man called for a wellness check because he was worried about her.
Okay.
The cops come in and ask him all these questions about her. He says, yeah, she's been acting a certain type of way. I'm worried. She never just walks out like this. We've never had this situation. And they ask him, can we look around the house? Why does motherfucker say yeah?
No.
You never say yes.
Morning, Michelle.
Never say yes.
How about they also had to they had to return his money. They found $2,400 in cash. Now, not only did he get arrested, they took the $2,400 in cash. Obviously,
they seized it. They think it's drug money. It's for that. It's for that 1 ounce of weed.
It's for the 1 ounce. It's for 0.3 ounces of weed, which means
that's personal use.
This was the residue. This was just the residue weed from him smoking.
And it's legal.
But he doesn't have a marijuana card. And they said, and they arrested him. And
that's a misdemeanor at best.
They found the woman, and he gets taken off to jail because he called for a wellness check. So I was sitting there, I was nodding my head like, what the
See what happens when you're a do-gooder?
You never let the cops search your house or your car. If you don't have to, don't.
Oh my!
Say less.
Because he could have easily said, "Listen,
they're not
I called y'all out here for her.
Yes.
Ain't nothing going on in my apartment, and no, you can't check my apartment.
Yes.
There's no probable cause. I'm calling you to help me.
Yeah, what is checking the house got to do with finding her? She's not here. I promise.
What it was, the cop wasn't there for him. They smelt some hints of marijuana, and then you gave them consent to search. You told on yourself.
Yo, at that point,
I went back at the door.
Yo, at that point, I went to my lawyer and I said, after seeing all this, I went to my lawyer. I said, Rick, can I talk to you for a second? He's like, what's up? I said, you sure we good?
This ain't going right for these other folks.
This don't seem like this is a good day for the judge.
Because my charge, as much as it isn't as ugly as people think, but when you hear it, it sounds ugly. Like it sounds ugly. As people think, but when you somebody got feedback on.
Mo just shifted. Oh,
there we go. All right, so
Shawnee.
So I went back to the lawyer and I said, I'm seeing some crazy shit going on in here. And he was like, yeah, but you also see that crazy stuff with the Mexican. You talking about the Mexican guy, yeah, but you also saw he had a public defender, right? You don't have a public defender.
There's levels to this lawyer stuff.
He said, Mike, he said, trust. He always calls me brother. I swear I feel like I'm talking to Hulk Hogan. He's like, brother. Don't worry about that. Matter of fact, how's the comedy career going? Like I was like, all right, so we good, and he was right, we were good. So those are my the courtroom stories, oh boy.
Stay out of trouble, people. Stay
out of trouble. There was one young lady, pretty young lady, caught a DUI and smacked up against an old person. Oh, Jesus.
She smacked.
Mind you, she hit the car, and I guess the old person was getting out, and they got tapped up, but they were fine. The Mexican guy,
didn't enough to get a rat high. I'm sorry.
The Mexican guy, damn, 30 days for kissing somebody in the cheek. Homie, who had no priors, and the young lady who smacked somebody up, and she wasn't white, she was us. She just got a license suspended for 4 months. That was it. She didn't even get probation.
She had a public defender, or she had a real lawyer? She had a lawyer.
She had a real lawyer. Black man who was her lawyer because he was detailed on his stuff. He was correcting everything. Any corrections? Yeah, Your Honor, we have 4 corrections we need. Number 1, he went to her education.
See, when you're attractive and a female, you get that's interesting. Maybe that played a part because you notice the men got harder sentences, but the attractive female easier on the eyes. You had a little bit more sympathy.
All right. So before Mo goes, because I do not want to lose her and not have her for the topic today. So we're gonna start with a topic. We'll get to stories and stuff like that. It's Thursday. Shaquisha, what's up, girl? So we're gonna have a little interesting fun. So I want y'all to pay close attention to this question. I put it on the group text. I don't know if Jay read it. I wanted to see how this works out by giving y'all a heads up on what the question is. I want to see how this works out. If y'all do some, quick little 5-minute homework assignment, like, okay, I got my answer. All right. What's a bad habit you have to stop or have already stopped doing in your relationship with a significant other? What is one bad habit that you either have to stop or you've already stopped doing in your relationship with your significant other? I'm going to go because Jay Black didn't do his homework. I'm going to go to Sexy Mo because Sexy Mo didn't give it there. She put her. I didn't even want the answer on the group text, but she put it on there. I was like, I said, "This is for tomorrow. This is for tomorrow."
So
what's the bad habit?
The bad habit is my potty mouth. The cursing.
The cursing.
My significant other, yes. So some people don't mind that they, significant other curse like a sailor. My significant other, he does not like to be cussed in a sentence while I talk to. I'm like, I ain't call you out your name or nothing like that. But he's like if I'm heated and I'm talking, he's like, well, why are you cursing? Why are you cursing at me? And so
that's smooth. I like the way he did that. If he said it like that, round of applause. I like that. Yeah, he got his hands up like this.
You can express yourself without the family.
Like it could be something serious, and he didn't even focus on the topic at hand. He stops and says, "Well, why are you cursing at me?
Why you curse? Why are you using that language?
Why are you using that type of? I don't curse at you." He said, "I don't curse at you. Why are you cursing at me?
How many motherfuckers are you gonna drop?"
Then I be like, "Well, shit." I'm just expressing myself. What do you want me to do? And I'm like, oh. So
no,
yes.
Cursing could be a little tedious on I can see that. I can see what that can wear.
So she's conscious. Honestly. So you're consciously trying to stop doing it because it's disrespectful
to him. It has been something that I have worked on, and it's still a work in progress. But I make a very, very big effort not to curse while we are engaged.
Now I'm surprised because you don't even have a potty mouth on the show.
That's like that's years of being on what?
on radio, but I'm saying we
Yes,
allowed to do it here. We're allowed to do it here.
but it's scary.
It just feels weird.
It
Strange.
feels weird. It feels weird. So I try not to do it.
All right. So other
but
than that, is there another bad habit that you're trying to break? Is that it? That's because if that's it, then you do it. If that's it, you're doing a wonderful job in life.
Let's not break up my happy home.
You're doing a wonderful job if that's it.
There's another thing that I try to do, and I don't think that he perceives it as a problem, but I can see it being a problem. So I'm working
farting
on
in
it.
sleep or something like that. Like what is it? Like
what?
Can you give us a clue? Can you give us a hint on what it is? Can you give us a hint on what it is?
So you know how if you know something and you want to stop a train wreck from happening, but you don't want the other person to feel like you always like correcting them or always like saying, "Oh, but you know if you do it this way."
Just know it all over here.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that he doesn't feel like you's a whole know-it-all ass. Like, shut up.
Jay Black, if you don't
hit this car.
Hey Jay Black, if just in case you don't have one, take that one from Mo. Use that one from Mo. That right there. Use that one, the know-it-all one, Jay. Just in case you don't, if you want to cheat.
It's a Virgo thing. It's not that we know everything. It's that we generally don't open our mouths unless we're sure of what we're talking about. 95% of the time.
Hey Jay, look over your square at Sexy Mo's test paper. Look over the square. So, just look. She's not even gonna cover it. She's letting you look. All right, that's an excellent one.
So I'm working on that because sometimes that could be like a thing for your mate to be like, this bitch don't never shut up. Like
that's
got something to say. Let me hit the car. I see the car, but let me hit the car.
Let me hit the car. I got insurance. Let me hit the car. That's why I got full coverage. This hush your mouth. I know. I know the G.
So what I'm speeding and I got a speeding ticket.
Nah, I'm good. I can pay it. I'm financially secure. God damn it. Let me do what I do. What are you talking about trying to correct me all the time? I know the GPS said make a left in half a mile. I know the shortcut. Mind your business. Let me be me. All right. I'm anxious to see this. Let me start with Shawnee. Shawnee, give me one bad habit you've had to stop or maybe have already stopped doing in a relationship with a significant other.
I guess I would say I'll just shut down. I'll stop talking. I just shut down completely.
You just stop talking completely?
That's so immature.
Like, do you walk in the house and not say hi? Is that type of shutdown? Like what?
What it is? It depends on how serious it is. If it's something that I don't want to deal with, then I just shut down.
So you'll just nothing. It's not hi, hello, goodbye.
Hi.
You hungry?
No, I'm not gonna. I just shut down. I'll just shut completely down.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's
not healthy though.
That's not healthy, but I know I'm known to do that too. So I can't. Yeah.
Sometimes don't worry about it.
Sometimes to know somebody is really, but is that something you only do when there's drama in the relationship? When there's something, or can you do that without the other person doing anything? Or is that something you do specifically when you guys are in like a debate or argument or whatever?
Yeah, if it's something I want to deal with, I shut down. No, it ain't like I'm like one day I just wake up and decide I'm shutting down today. But if something has been going on and I'm tired of talking about it because we apparently not gonna see eye to eye. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio, and I just shut down.
So how are you? What are you doing to get over that? Like, how are you trying to change that? Then now I'm your therapist. I feel like what are you doing to work on that? Because that's not healthy.
No, that is healthy because I need to just stop and get my thoughts together. Probably leave. I'll leave the house. That is the other thing I do. I'll leave. Well, I'm gonna come back.
But I had a question. You said
you gotta get out. You gotta stay.
But you said that was healthy. But I said to give me one bad habit. So if it's a bad habit, then it's got to be something
bad to the other person. It's help to me. Is fine. That works well for me. But the other person don't never.
Is it true?
They don't take it that way. But for me, For me and my well-being and my sanity, it's like, okay, just give me a minute, you know. Right.
So how do you think it makes the other person feel, though? Like, what do you think? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
No, but you don't. Then you just think that's a bad. I need a bad habit that you know is a bad habit. That's something that you need to change. Like
you're acknowledging because you haven't acknowledged.
You saying it's all good for me.
Well,
it's all fuck you. It's all good for me. Give a fuck that you wondering what the person you love is thinking.
I need to schedule better my time balance.
With the significant other, you need a time balance with it. That's a bad habit.
In life, yeah, because I do so much stuff and I be tired. I don't feel like going nowhere. And well, I was always like that. I never really went out. But
you are really tired because you're not answering this question, but I know. But I get it. We all go ahead.
Schedule time to go out with Shawn. You got to schedule a date night. Wow.
Yeah, you got to schedule
like that.
Yeah.
Trendsetter J Black charge $150 an hour.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You have to. You got things. I have things I have to do.
But
I say this, but I don't work for anybody. I work for me. And working for me is harder than working for somebody. If I could just go somewhere and get a check, that's
do you ever put your relationship above your work? Like people don't like that when you put your job ahead of the relationship.
Oh shit! Hold up, wait a second.
Well,
oh boy, let me put this music on. Oh shit!
I have to put my job before everything because I have something called responsibility, and I'm not the type of woman that is just gonna do something because he has a check. That's not going to work for me. So it's a certain way I like to live, certain things I like for my kids, certain things I like for myself. So I have to work, and work is priority. If I don't work, I don't eat.
I think responsibilities, period. If you sign up for something or if you have a responity to something, you can't necessarily put it off just because somebody is having an emotional need. I need you emotionally. Okay, but guess what? I gotta take care of this first, and I'm gonna come to you.
Let a man say that to his woman who's in dire straits and going through something. Dire straits. Going through something. See, there we go. That's a bad habit right there. Minimizing somebody's feelings.
I'm sorry.
Look, I just wrote down another one you need to work on, Mo. I need to work on. I'm gonna text it to you. I'm gonna text it to you. No, I'm gonna text it to you.
If the man is not taking care of all of my needs, I have to work. I can't sit up and cupcake with you while my lights getting cut off.
Oh, now my feelings is cupcaking. Oh, I get it now. I get it.
No, I can't sit up and do that.
It's all good now. Just remember when the roles are reversed. Hey, girl, I got to get to this. I know. I
know you're emotional, but I got to go to work. I got to figure this job out. I got to get these hours.
I know you're going through a dark spot in your life right now, and I know you need somebody to talk to, and I get it, but I just you might have to scroll down your phone contact. I don't know. I didn't
say talk. I didn't say talk. He dared to have those conversations. I'm talking about those extracurricular activities, going out.
Well, I just want to stay on point. This is a bad habit that you feel you have to change with your significant other. This is a bad habit that you have, that you feel that you've addressed, that you've gone like, this I can't do anymore. Like, this is something that this is my bad. This is my bad.
I got to organize my time better.
Okay.
I organize my time because I do fall into work. Bad. Like,
do you ever put a man in front of your work? Have you ever?
She just said no.
Like ever?
God damn,
no, but it's hard for me to grasp
the only
that.
Therapists that don't listen. Like, we paying you $150 an hour. We paying you $150 an hour. You gotta listen to the person.
I need her to repeat that to herself because
I haven't. And the plan never was to, but I have slowed down for a person. I have slowed down and been like, okay, you know what, maybe I need to, chill.
Okay. Well, there we go. Well, that right there, we had to break through that quick. There we go.
So all right, Jay Black. Sequisa said, why would she put a man before her work if she ain't married? Sequisa, so she can get
Even when I was married, I ain't put a man I ain't my married for work. Work was that's all what I always heard. You married to your job. You married to work. I
You
was.
ain't pouring no energy into me in this relationship. We ain't getting married. That's just what it is.
Really it's too late. They were already married, Jay. Once again, listen to the situation. It was already married.
In general, even something new, she got to show interest. How do you get somebody? How you reel somebody in? If you
show interest. I show interest, but I have other things. It's like, okay, that's cool. You cute. All right. I'll let you later.
All right.
Call me tomorrow.
Scheduling her time better.
She telling the truth.
Schedule her time better. She got to make time for a man. I put you on Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Don't worry. Hey, it's some things you got to adjust to, fellas. Some things you got to adjust.
So any woman who wants to wait though, she's going to give you the same. She's going to give you the same attitude and respect back. Like Shawnee said, I totally agree with you that love don't keep the lights on. There's things that you have to do when you work for yourself that you can't say. Yeah, we coming, little lady Q. We coming to him. You got some nerves, Jay Black. She said, "We coming to you."
But we coming to Jay Black now. But I will say this: there has to be a happy medium. You cannot not pay attention to your significant other.
Oh, absolutely.
And then when they stray off, you go, yeah, but I was working. Nobody care.
Well, Michael Shawn, I ain't married to you. I give you attention.
Oh.
Well, you know, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for saying it.
Is it her divided attention?
Yeah.
Is it at times where it's her full undivided, or is it's still within the elements of what she's working on and she's squeezing you in between?
Don't do that, Jay Black.
No. I don't think it's squeezing it in. Now, I do have an unfair advantage of the other whack niggas that she was with. Listen, I do have an unfair advantage.
We need the gunshots.
Number one, I know my position in this industry and what I'm capable of. And the funny thing is, when we're talking about work, I enjoy talking about work. So I enjoy talking about when we're talking about plans for like events and sponsorship and TV shows and all. So I do have an unfair advantage being as talented as I am and understanding the game. God damn, I'm stroking myself. But listen.
Yes, he's older too.
Yes, you're older, so you do understand.
And yeah, I'm older too. And you gotta understand, I unlike other dudes, and there's no disrespect, but it's gonna come out disrespectful. When I see somebody hustling and I see somebody grinding it out, that turns me on. I'm like, what? I said, this the grind we on? This is all I needed.
The hustle is real.
All I needed was somebody who could do that.
But you still gonna need that back rub. You still gonna need that especially personalized one. But you keep acting like when the work is there, you still want her to stop what she's doing. If she don't,
what is it with these back rubs? I have literally never asked a woman for a back rub unless it was a setup to get some. Like, I've never.
I'm gonna say this because herein lies one of the things I see this consistent pattern of men like you, Jay. You want to, excuse me, Lady Q. You want a porn star. You want a chef in the kitchen. You want a person to still be on their grind, and wake up looking like America's Next Top freaking model. Like somewhere. Like where's your giving? Where's your give there?
Well, I would like to clap it up for all that stuff you said. I just like to clap it up for all that stuff you said. When a woman puts all that together, boy.
Men expect all.
Will you marry me?
A pretty bow. Like y'all expect all of that wrapped up in a pretty bow, and all y'all gotta do is go to work and come home and be like, "What's for dinner?"
Ooh, don't say it. Whoa! Don't say it. Don't you dare! Don't you ever? Whoa! Wait a second! Don't you ever say all you have to do. Don't you ever let that come out your mouth in your entire life saying all you have to do. He married the wrong woman if he expects that. I don't know.
They think like that. They like, look, I don't care if you worked all day. I don't care if you're running your own business. Can I get my back rub? What's for dinner? Is it hot? I ain't want that. I didn't ask for that for dinner. There are a lot of men who are out there who expect the whole kit and caboodle wrapped up in a bow.
I think everybody can become that idealistic, saying that, you know, I want you to be all this and all that. Both sides of it. But let me get to Jay Black. Jay Black, what is one? Because top of the hour. It's 1 minute after 8 o'clock on the East Coast, 1 minute after 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, and it's really, really early on the West Coast. Jay Black, was one bad habit that you had to stop doing or still are trying to stop doing with your significant other? And be clear, Lady Q has her finger like this, ready to press a letter. That's all I'm saying. Like this.
I'm being totally transparent with this question. Wait a minute, that man's eating pizza rolls. Let's see if it didn't like this week. Oh yeah, this week. Yeah, you're right. She didn't cook this week. I actually showed her because I couldn't think of nothing.
Right.
So I had to show her, and like, because and she was like, listening. She said I don't. She said I don't listen, and then if I do listen, I'm just listening to get to the end for a final response. And I had to agree with that, because when you're telling me something, I don't care about all of the road that you took. I'm just looking for the final answer. What was the outcome? I really don't. Like, I really don't.
That is so facts, yo. That is facts.
I really don't. Like, what I need the answer. Like, I don't need to know the roller coaster. What was the outcome? Let's get to the final. Like, what was it?
What happened?
What? Like,
no. But hold up. Let me just tell you. So then Teresa called. Teresa called. Like, what happened? What did you say something to the bitch? Did you say?
I don't need all of that.
You gotta have listening skills. You gotta let the whole story be told if you want. When it's time for you to tell a story and you want to tell,
I don't get into telling stories like that. I get right to the meat and potatoes. I don't need all of who shot John.
Oh, when you get arrested, you just go, they put the handcuffs on. You don't tell. Well, let them do it.
I really don't. I'm like, it was some BS, and then I end up booking, getting locked up. Like, I get right to it. I'm not going through all of that. For me, I don't need all that, and I don't explain all of that.
Right.
I don't think that really is relevant. Just get to all people care for me is just the end results. I don't need to know the journey.
This is the problem. This is why you got to work on that. Number one, if somebody were to get to the meat and potatoes, you would have 600 questions on how it got to that. Yes, you would. If somebody,
how much was it? How much did it cost? How much is it going to cost?
Really, Michael Shawn?
What? What?
I guess
the same thing. I can't tell the story. You cut me off. Well, get to what happened. And
well, Shawnee, we 15 minutes in. I'm giving you the light at the comedy club. I'm like, all right. You're gonna tell me I don't listen to your stories?
No, you be like, okay, what happened? What happened? And then a couple of hours later, you'll call me back, and he'll have a list of questions.
That means I was listening, and now I processed what you said.
And then so, wait a minute.
I said, all right, wait a minute.
How
Okay.
did we get to that point? Why didn't this just happen?
Oh, but okay. Since but then I'm gonna tell let me tell you a famous Shawnee Scott thing. She know what time I gotta go back into the job at lunch, right? She know what time I gotta go back in. That's why I can't ask no questions at 2:58 because Shawnee started telling the story. And she know I gotta go to work. She know I gotta go back in, and I gotta tell her she'll be at the high point of the story. I said, "Girl, I gotta go back in here. Just remember where you were at that part of the story, and then we'll come back." Trying to tell her, I don't be listening. I'll be listening.
Harlan said,
I can almost tell your stories verbatim, but I wouldn't tell that because it's between me and you. Tell me that what happened, and then tell us the details, and we can follow up. Okay, so Jay Black, but basically.
And then the details.
But
I don't need all that.
But on her defense, then you're going. I'm telling you, even the situation at Walmart when the guy said, "You look nice." She was pretty. If she would have just said, if she would have gotten in the car and said, "Man, this guy, I was in there. Some guy just said I look pretty," and turned around and kept driving and didn't say nothing and was in the passenger seat like, you would have been. It would have been now a it was, I'm sure, a 30-minute interrogation. What do you mean he asked you this and what? So how did it start? Where were you walking? What part of Walmart? How long ago? How long did it take when I left? You would ask a gang of questions. I understand you were a problem solver, but sometimes Okay, so Lady Q comment brought to you by Woke Up Inspired. I understand you're a problem solver, but sometimes I'm just looking for conversation, and here you go trying to rush me. Let me.
And when she said that was a good point. I didn't. When she said that, like, you're always trying to solve problems. I do. Like, my mind is always, what's the
That's
issue?
what men
All right,
do.
let's figure. All right, now here's the solution. Like, let's get.
That's
to
what we
it.
do.
I'm just trying to have a conversation with my husband, and then go ahead, talk. You know, and
like that.
No, but and then I'm wrong if I didn't retain what you're saying because I'm okay. All right,
like that.
Sometimes I don't want to just.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I admit that's something I need to work on is being more interested in listening.
Okay, all right. Well, that's the main part.
That is so hard.
That's the main part right there. That's what counts. No, we can't hear you. Because you were saying something, but did you mute it on purpose?
I was just asking him. He can't actively listen. Like you don't know how to actively listen to someone when they're
trying.
Okay.
He's gonna try.
And then when I do say something, say you wasn't listening. I just said it, but no. No, I thought you. Then I try to play it off. No, I thought you were saying that. Okay, no, say it again. No, I'm listening.
No, just say it again because maybe I misinterpreted. I took it the wrong way. I think I took it the wrong. Cut to the chase for me, Bishop said. Cut to the chase.
And that's the bishop saying this.
So we trying to talk to y'all. We trying to talk to you about what happened, and then if we sit up on the phone with our girlfriends, then that's a problem because we keeping it yapping, you know. So you got to be all of that. Okay.
Harlan made a good point. Though.
It's just understanding the difference between men and women and how we operate.
Yeah.
And our love language. Y'all gotta understand when guys talk on the phone, we don't talk on the phone to our boys. Most of us, I'm gonna say me and Jay. I can't handle because we got the hair salon generation now, who's been raised, and had number of women around them. They be chitting and chatting like they got ovaries. But hey, let me tell you what happened. Just get to the finale. Like, what happened? Did you win the fight or did you lose the fight? What happened? Did they jump you? Did they not jump you? Do we need to call people or what? Don't tell me that. Like, give me the reason. Did you bang out his girl? You banged out his girl. Cool. I don't need to know how good it was, how bad it was, how I don't need to know all that. Just tell me that's what happened. Okay, so we need to make phone calls. Okay, I'll call you back. That's it. Now, women get into details. Y'all get into details to the point where I know I'll say Shawnee. If Shawnee's on the phone at her house and she gets on the phone with her, she's your best friend, right?
DeWerler, yeah.
That's your best friend. They know each other since the 3rd grade. I know, okay, not all the time, but I know I got time to go downstairs, sneak off to 7-Eleven, get me 4 alcoholic beverages, drink 3 of them on the way back, and come back in, and they still going, and they still going, and they still rocking. Hey, I appreciate that. Guys just don't really do that unless we arguing about sports. All right, so Jay Black, I think this was a breakthrough. You keep thinking everybody else had therapy. I think it's a breakthrough that you are trying to be a more interested, compassionate listener to your eternal partner, your partner of infinity. I think that's a good thing, and I think you should try and actually engage and be like, for real, for real always helps.
Don't be making them what? For real? Damn.
That shit is crazy. Listen,
that is a tall tale sign that your ass
that don't even make sense. Yeah, you
right. Okay, here's a good one. See, this is a good one, Mo and Shawn. This is good. If she says if she's breaking down what the story is, take a part and be like, no. But for real, that part happened. Explain to me, like if you start asking questions and explanations, sometimes they feel like you're engaged. It's engagement, just like social media. Social media, your page on whatever social media you're on is based on engagement.
So find one part and then focus on that, ask about that, and then keep it. Okay.
That is not actively listening and engaging with someone. That is patronizing the conversation. No.
But if I'm actually, she's not going to know because you want to be like, oh yeah, he paid attention. He heard that part.
I just went through this yesterday. How you gonna say we not gonna know? I just went through this yesterday, and he was like, no, go ahead. I'm paying attention, nigga. No, you're not.
No, but what Mike is saying to find one part of that story.
And this is what we can't win.
So what kind of cake was it? Was it straw? What kind of
cake was it?
Exactly. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
Ain't the big part of the story.
So if I'm sitting there,
focusing on them little things. You not actively listening.
So I gotta find
So
a
if I
part.
say if somebody tells me she got drama with another person business wise, and they did this and they did that, and I say, well, they told somebody that. What did that person? If that person's supposed to be your friend, what did that person say? Did that person just sit there and listen and do her little giggle
engagement
and watch somebody? And because that bitch, you need to be as mad as that bitch as you are the person that was talking shit about you, because that one they stand up for you. Now that don't mean I care about the situation. I'm engaged.
You were actively listening and you were engaged. But the stuff that Jay Black is talking about, he focusing on well, what kind of cake was it? That wasn't even the meat.
That was just an example.
That was just an example. It depends on what she's talking about. It's just finding one piece.
We know when you're not engaged.
I like that.
So,
I like that.
But you should be active. Like if you actively listen, just like we try and actively listen when we have a guest here, you will be able to come up with the questions that you know, and listen. I got an unfair advantage because when somebody tells me that somebody who I care about, one of these three squares, tell me that somebody was doing something to them. Now I'm kicked up. I want to hear because I want to know what's the retaliation.
That's the difference.
What's the retaliation gonna be?
What we doing?
Yeah, how you gonna handle this shit?
But just calling to tell you about their day, and they're going through the whole. Mike ain't listening to all that, but go ahead.
But you got to know your friends like you know your mate, right?
Put on this shit over there and watch TV.
What you say? What you say, Shawnee?
And he be over there puffing on that stick and watching TV.
But I got my AirPod in.
Oh, you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
No, that happened like once in a while. Because you be talking to your kids, and then I'm like,
just shift back to you, and you didn't realize it.
And it be the no segue zone. She don't even come back to me and be like, "Oh, Mike, okay, all right." No, she be like, and then she go, then she be like, "Did you hear me?" And I'm like, "Wait a second, I didn't know you was come back in the game. You tagged me in. I didn't know I got tagged in. I didn't know. Just let me know." And yes, I do watch TV because the FaceTime. So I got the TV. I got the air.
I'm looking at the back of his head while he watch TV.
You be looking at the side. You be looking at the side because
like
this. Exaggerate. Exaggerate.
What you say? Oh, wait a minute.
That's hilarious.
Then all the smoke come in the thing. You want me to call you back?
Stacey said her husband walks around with his earbuds on and she just be talking.
I know you do.
Talking to herself.
Stacey Mitchell don't give a damn if you listening. Stacey don't give a damn. She's like, she just need an audience. She need a physical human body to be like.
Body there.
All right. So
I want to be like Stacey. I saw Stacey's video she just does the cycling class. Girl, I wish I could get a
them cycling
good
classes.
for you. I can't. My ass can't handle it. Like even with a padded seat.
Oh, those cycling classes are crazy.
And she had on like a little the sports bra and the pants. You see all the sweat running down. I was like, dang.
You better be happy you married to your man. Your man. I wish my girl would leave out with the sports bra.
She was at the gym.
I don't give a fuck. You ain't leaving out with no. You ain't leaving this house with a sports bra.
She probably didn't walk out like that, but on that bike, you got to take a shirt off. It's too hot in there. They probably got it hot.
Them tights.
Hey, Leslie.
They ain't playing with
what's
y'all.
she supposed to work out in?
She ain't working out in a sports bra. You just gonna have a little t-shirt on or something. You ain't going out with no sports bra. No, you're not neither.
The seats on the Peloton are the
No, the seats are. Yeah, the seats are ridiculous. Like,
with a pad.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say pause right now. Them seats, your ass feels like you've been violated. I ain't gonna lie. I say pause real quick. Them seats is vicious. Oh, congratulations, Stacey.
Yes, congrats, Stacey.
So it's working. You just gotta find another outfit.
The cycling class, you can't wear no shirt in it. If you wear a shirt like this in the cycling class, you gonna pass out.
Yeah.
I've been in the cycling class. I had a t-shirt in the cycling class. I was right there and I did the whole thing. And I got targeted. the little cycle dude, the little instructor, he had the music on. It was like it was good music too, but you know, he show off and they get up and now get off the chair.
Yeah, you gotta rise up and rise down and rise.
And I don't know what I had
down.
on. Let's say I had a red tank top on. He was like, red tank top, stay with me. Motherfucker, why is you targeting me? Like, come on, red tank top. You can make this red tank top. It ain't time for you to lose. You ain't losing today, red tank top. I said, they are 20 other people in here. If you don't go point at that chubby chick in the back, that bitch is struggling. She's struggling more than me. I didn't know you weren't supposed to be in the front of the class.
Shout out to Cody from Peloton. That's all I gotta say. If y'all,
I always wanted
Peloton riders.
I wanted to get a Peloton. I just couldn't do payments. I felt I couldn't do payments as something that I couldn't ride outside. Well, no, when I looked at it, that's when it was the big thing. And then they got the mirror with the trainer on it. They got the other thing that got the mirror with the trainer on.
That's another part, yeah.
Yeah, I almost bought that for my signature. Never mind. At first, the seat hurts, but now after 2.5 years, well, congratulations, Stacey. All right, so I guess it would be fair. I gotta say what my bad habit is. Okay, so
yes,
all right. I got multiple bad habits that I have to prayers and strength. Nikki White Chocolate, yes. Clap it up for Nikki White Chocolate.
I saw her
always,
video too.
Always in our prayers, and shout to her. Okay, I'm trying to think which bad habit. Now these are bad habits that I've broken. I think.
Shawnee will be the judge of that. Let's hear.
Well, I don't know. Shawnee could be the judge of this one because this one I had to break. I had to break the get back of if somebody does something to you and you're in a relationship, I'm going to take it higher than what you took it.
Oh, let me write that one down. Damn.
I have to. That's something I had to stop.
Yeah.
Because it was just unhealthy.
The vindictiveness?
Yes.
The get back.
Like, listen, people. I have stayed in relationships. I have stayed in relationships just to get a bitch back.
You back. Yes.
I don't know if you ever did that.
Just to get, no, I haven't. Just to get you back. And my strategy is I'm going to make sure you feel this.
Right, Stacey.
So when this is how psychotic my thinking is. This is, yes, it is. It is. Okay. All right. I'll hit this. It is childish, but this is what I have done in my past. And I am not proud of this. I will make the relationship better after you do the shit that you may not know I know about, or you may know. I will make the relationship even better. I will overcompensate to make the relationship even better. And you'll be like, things are going great. And you are happy. And I have just done that so I could break your bitch ass down. I held on. This is a true story, and I'm going to keep this generic. When I was 17 years old, I went to a pool party. And it was a huge pool party, but everybody in the pool party was in college. We weren't in college. We were DJing it. And a certain person got attention from the college people, right? From the college dudes. And at that moment, I said, I'm going to get you back. I promise I'm going to get you back. I promise.
That's a big payback.
That was Mike.
I promise. Mind you, I'm not even like we were together at that moment, right? But we're young.
And so you were mad because she was getting attention from the college.
No, but she was accepting. She was doing the flirting back.
Oh, she was
some disrespectful shit. So in my mind, people, I was 17. I said, I'm going to ruin you.
Oh my God.
I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this. I said, I'm going to ruin you. I promise. And when it happens, I'm going to be like, it's whatever.
The get back. The
get back didn't happen till my mid-20s.
Damn.
My late 20s. The get back ain't got back. And when it happened, I was happy.
So you sat on that for almost the better part of almost a decade.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, you got this one. I said, you got this one. Enjoy being a celebrity at this pool party. Enjoy it. Because when the tables turn, it's going to be a hard motherfucking lesson that you are going to learn today.
Sheesh.
And I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud. That was very immature. That's something that shouldn't have been done, sir. You need to put this one in your phone because you are vindictive as hell.
I said the get back. When Mike said, I said that's a good one because I'm
get back.
I'm for the get back. Stacey talking about too much energy. Whatever.
This is why they're best friends. This is why
Get
Mike
back.
and J Black are best friends.
And I like it. I like it that you don't even know. I like the fact that you just feel like I wasn't shit just out of nowhere. I like that. Wow, this guy just went from this. I didn't even see this coming. and I stopped that because let me tell you something. All y'all little chicks out there who like to flirt with people's friends or people that they might not be like a dude's friend, but they're in the circle, and you decide that you want to do some shady shit with that person who's been around my circle. Do something around my circle, and I'll play with me if you want.
I mean, a decade holding a grudge for something like that for a decade.
But don't do people dirty.
Big. That's big.
Go ahead, go flirt with a dude at the club. So I'll fuck a cousin.
Wait a minute. Not a cousin. Wait a minute.
I hate to call you a slimy bitch, but you slimy bitch. But anyway, so that's one thing. The other thing, now this is the one I had to work in therapy. The other thing, I had to actually talk to my therapist about it. I had to talk to my therapist about it because I didn't understand it. It seemed like, and this one I broke. I broke this one. I did break this one. This one I corrected. It seemed like the closer I get to a woman, like if you want me back in the day to cheat on you, let me fall in love with you.
Huh?
Once the closer I get to you, the more feelings I get for you, that's when I bail. That's when I'm like, that's what I've done in my past. I bail, and I was because I'm like, wait, this is too much. This like I actually care. Like no, like that was and that was something that was like it was a whole long therapy thing, and she was this is why and this is why and this is that. So I work, but I guess there was a fear of some sort of getting close to people. There was a fear of some sort, and the therapist, long story short, was just like you lost a lot of people. Okay. You lost a lot of people when you were young. So when you get close to people, you would rather just ruin the situation instead of allowing it because your fear of losing somebody becomes the anxiety pops up and everything like that. So that's something. Didn't mean to get a little too deep, but that's something that I have to work on. Deep with that one. Yeah, that's something I had to work on because it doesn't make any sense to get close to somebody. And the closer you get to the person and things are going well, and then you decide, I'm going to screw this up.
But it's more common than you know. I mean, it's more common than you realize, though, Mike.
It's more common.
Yes, that what you just described, that type of behavior is more common than you think.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. That's not like you're not an anomaly or anything. Like that is more common.
She said you ain't special.
Fuck, I'm gonna change my story then. Hold up. I got another one. Hold up, I got another one. Hold up. I got another one.
Trauma plays a big part in detachment of feelings of people. Previous trauma plays a big part in how you respond to like the natural progression in relationships too. Not to get too deep.
Wow, I didn't know. All right, I got this other one. Every female I know with, I stole a vacuum cleaner. How about I don't play?
What?
You stole a vacuum cleaner.
I just wanted to think.
Shiny looking around. Where's my vacuum?
I don't have no vacuum cleaner. I don't have no vacuum cleaner.
Where are my brooms at? He stole all my brooms. He took all my brooms. All right. That was good. All right, guys. Thank you for opening up and thank you for sharing.
I got a little therapy today. We all got some therapy.
Yeah, J Black got to listen, stop being vindictive. Sexy Mo got to watch her potty mouth. Tony Scott has to
let a man in. No.
He has to balance. He has to balance his schedule.
Make time for a man.
Make time. You know, it's all good. All right. So for those who don't know, our friend
Mo gotta go.
Oh, Mo gotta go. Damn, I'm glad I got you. I'm so glad Mike mentioned the therapist with these behaviors. Cause Afro Queen, yes, therapy has been a part of my life. Yes, it has. Yes,
so no,
it should be a part of. Well, I think therapy should be a part of everybody's life as a part of wellness, not just when there's something wrong or you think somebody tell you need to go see somebody or sit on. You need for wellness, for
Therapy
every
with the
day.
Takeover
Let me keep my life together, type of thing.
Therapy with the Takeover legends.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Mo. Thank you for putting your therapist hat on, and
Maybe,
you make sure
maybe I'll take some letters and take some pro bono, some free clients. Not
Oh, you gonna
all,
take
just some. Maybe one
She
per
gonna
week
share
or
her
something like that.
degrees.
Maybe one per week. Everybody has to give
You
back
do one
the
session with
community.
me and Lady Q. I think we need one session.
Whoa.
Just give
Lady
me one.
Q, I take Lady
Just
Q all
one.
day. You?
you want Mo to do a session with you and
I
Lady
think Mo, she has a lot of legit
allowed.
degrees. We know she's a legit
Yo,
therapist.
we have a breakthrough, y'all.
I think one, because I think Mo could be, she can understand both aspects and not be biased
I
towards
think
one
you
side.
think I think you can manipulate the situation with Mo.
Absolutely.
Don't be somebody that
You
child don't know.
are my former abuser. I am not going to sit there on the couch.
Wait, all right, I'm done. I'm done.
In the movie Surviving J Black. Do you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can't have Mo. I thought she was on my side.
Surviving J Black.
Yeah, see,
Surviving J Black. Wait a second. Whoa.
Former words like former abuser, surviving J Black. What are we talking about?
J Black.
What are we
all
talking
my
about?
interns out there.
Wait a second.
Do as you're told. Ask about
And I'm still here. I feel like I got Stockholm syndrome.
You got Stockholm syndrome.
I'm not supposed to love my abuser.
Just work hard. Get ahead in life.
Oh my.
What you here for the artist? What you here
Don't
to
be
get
no
some
groupie.
For those that don't know, me, J Black, Sexy Mo, and Fearless did a night show together for a long time in Philadelphia, and J Black was the producer, and Mo did the entertainment news. I forget what we called it. This is what she's talking about. Look your abuser in the face, Stacey Mitchell.
Stacey, sometimes
I wasn't an abuser. I expected work to be done. That's not an abuser.
Your hands like that.
I'm about work, getting stuff done, performing at a high level. Let's keep it moving. Not for the foolishness. If you want to be a part of, that's not abusive. That's setting standards. It's okay to set standards and have high expectations.
Mo just flinched. She flinched. She went like this.
Shut up, Mike.
I'm triggered.
What's going on?
All right, Mo ain't my therapist. I'm done. I don't want her as my therapist.
I don't know. Have a good one. Have a good. We'll see you tomorrow. Wow, J Black is finally
Make it
willing to
seem like I'm really.
I'm shocked. I'm proud of the growth. See, J Black, you've come a long way in this show.
Thank you, Afro Queen.
You've grown.
Yeah,
See,
I
didn't
a couple
think
years ago. Yeah.
I didn't think you'd ever want Mo to be a therapist because I know how private you are about your personal business, and you would have to share personal business with Mo. And you'd have to actually. I'm not saying not to do it.
I think Shawnee was right, though. I thought I might have could have manipulated because there's a history there.
Why.
Yeah. I think Shawnee was right with that one.
If anything, I think you miscalculated because I think she would take Lady Q's side on just about everything.
No, I think she understands me deeper because we work.
Persuade people to think his way. That's all. Now you tell somebody that y'all don't know. Let Lady Q pick a therapist.
Oh, why don't y'all just go? Why don't y'all do what everybody go to a therapist together and decide if y'all both agree that this is the one? And then you can't just go to. You don't have to pick a therapist, and that therapist is your therapist forever. Like you can go there and be like, okay, I wasn't feeling that therapist or whatever, and then you find one. So I mean that's amazing. I never thought that you would come this.
I would do one. Honestly, I would do one session because I realized I'm not an emotional type. I'm not emotional, and I know I'm not that guy. I'm not the emotion. You're not going to see me just crying. You're not going to see me showing emotions, and I know that's something that she would like. But so I'd be okay to talk about it. But I just know it's not me, and I need the therapist to let her know some people are who they are. You have to accept people for who they are.
Not who you want them to be. Go get it. Let them know. Yeah, go get it. Go get it. Let me tell you something, Lady Q. I'm super emotional. You might not. You might want J Black the way he is. I think you might want J Black the way he is.
Anyway.
People who love me be this motherfucker all over the place. You might at least he's consistent on he's going. But hey, therapy's a thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard do you think it is to be with you, J Black?
Realistically speaking,
No, unrealistically speaking. I hate when people say that.
Realistically speaking,
I hate when people answer a question. You want the truth? No, I want you to lie. No, I want you to truth.
I guess it depends. Some people say I'm an acquired.
Go ahead, finish it.
Honestly, it depends on what stage you're in your life.
Well, right now, son. Right now. Please.
Like if you're in your 40s, like you're in your low to mid 40s, I think I'm, it ain't that difficult. Under 40, you may think I'm about an 8. But yeah, I ain't that bad.
What do you mean under 40? You think why would it be under 40?
I think a younger mentality individual is going to think is more challenging than someone that's mature and get life and get understanding that I am a problem solver, I am a provider. Like those things are more important in life than some of the other aspects.
Like what other aspects? I want to know if I agree with that being more important than other aspects, like showing your feelings, like expressing your feelings and stuff like that.
Like a younger Shawnee will look differently than a Shawnee now. Shawnee in her 20s is looking at life differently.
Don't bring Shawnee into this, dog.
No, I'm just saying as a female, because she's a female on the show right now.
I'm asking you all right, that's fine. You're a provider, but what is it that you think that stuff takes care of what you're lacking in? Because you're saying I do this and I do this.
I know I'm not emotional. I know, no.
But when you say emotional, no, but he didn't accept I didn't do back rubs, but I do because he liked them. Oh. I don't know what it is. You got a fetish, dog. You got a fetish.
No, I like the massages. Sometimes you wake up and your neck is sore. You just want to, or going to bed, you just want a little light massage. Can I get a little light massage or back rub? Is there something wrong with that?
What is it that you're lacking? When you say emotional, what is emotional? Expressing yourself? Sequisa said a 7.
Yeah, I can see about a 7. I can honestly for some aspects. I don't express. Sometimes I don't like sharing certain things because I don't want no one to throw it in my face. So, and she said, but in the marriage, you got to share and be open. I don't share all the time. Some stuff still to this day is because if she ever throws something back in my face, I know how I'm going to feel and how I'm going to react. So believe it or not, I just keep certain things to myself and that frustrates her. But I don't want no one ever to I'm not weak. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get over it. Don't throw it in my face. I got it. I don't need your help.
Okay, I just want to ask.
That was a therapy session right there. Okay. That was just therapy.
Well, I just want to ask you this. How long do you have to be with Lady Q before you realize anything that comes out her mouth is because she cares about you? So if she brings something up that you shared with her, is because she's not throwing it in your face. She's not going to throw something in your face.
I know she has never done it before either. So I know, but it's just something. I think it may be something that I'm scarred from, Michael. How about that?
No,
since this is therapy, it may be something that I'm
Michael, whenever I get the Michael.
That was a therapy session.
You treat people in ways you would never accept for yourself. Q comment from Lady Q. Both of I woke up inspired. Hey, Shawnee, on a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult do you think it is to be with you?
I really don't think it's difficult to be with me. I think it's so easy that people make it hard.
That's not real out. Like you just shift. She flipped it. Like
it's so easy that people make it hard. It's so easy.
So
I love it though. That should have been my answer.
It's easy, but obviously it's not as easy as you think. People keep making it hard. What is it? Like what is it that they make hard?
The only thing you got to do is be consistent, be honest. If you say you're going to do something, then I expect that. I mean, anything I expect is something that the person put out. That's why I always said is, I'm not going to tell no man that I like him, and I let the man set the tone of the relationship because you set all this up, and I just agreed.
Yeah, me and Shawnee the same, Lady Q.
Okay.
Exactly. I've always said that.
Well, I'm not talking about you in particular. I'm just saying in relationship, it's like, okay, they set it up. But then when they do something, it's like, you put this together. I ain't come up with this. This the rules you put in play. I'm just following the rules. But because I expect you to do what you say you're going to do, that's a problem.
Well, I think it's more than that. Do you sound like a 9? That sounds like a 9.
It's so easy. They make it hard.
That's a great answer.
When when somebody asks you how difficult it is to be with you, and you put the onus on them, you are 9. You are 9. You are 9.
Ages make a difference.
No, you are 9. You are 9 at that point. They like trying to play with the age. Well, if you under 40, I'm probably real difficult. But if you're 47 and a half, you all good. Tony Scott said, it's so easy to be with me. People, the other person is the one that makes it hard. All they got to do is everything that comes out their mouth, they got to make sure they do it. And I mean everything. Everything.
Team Shiny with this.
If you told Shawty you were thinking about Chinese food, you better walk your ass in with Chinese food.
I heard of Chinese food. You said Chinese food.
I was wondering why you were so amped about that wedding cake. I said, no, I'm gonna get you the wedding cake. I'll replace the wedding cake. I have yet to hear the end of. You know, you still ain't give me that wedding cake.
Mike ain't gave me my wedding cake. Mike was gonna DoorDash to me. I ain't got no wedding cake. But Mike said, because one day I was gonna go over there and get my wedding cake. And Mike said, don't get the wedding cake. I'm gonna get it for you. I ain't went and got the wedding cake, even though I won it.
Better order it.
But
yeah,
I ain't got it yet. I'm still waiting.
You got time?
That was like 3 months ago.
We got plenty of time. We got time. We got time.
Right.
So what's your rating?
So
what's your rating? So what's your rating on a scale of 1 to 10? How difficult is it to be with Shawnee Scott? What's your rating? I can't wait to hear this.
I told you it's easy.
No, what's the number? It ain't easy if I can't get an answer.
Okay, so 10 is the easiest or the
No,
hardest?
10 is the most difficult.
Oh, I'm a 1 then.
Just go with the flow. I was gonna at least say 3, but okay.
You feel different? You feel differently, Michael?
This motherfucker said she a 1.
You feel differently, Michael? Do you feel
Yes.
differently?
Absolutely. You are not a 1.
And why? Please elaborate.
You are not a 1. You're stubborn.
Oh, I'm a 0?
No, you're not a 0. No. We aren't playing them games. You're not a 1. Ain't nobody who does this show even close to being under a 5. No, any one of these squares ain't nobody under a 5 on being difficult on the be with. So if you're honest with yourself, it's got to be over a 5 with everybody. Everybody on these squares is over a 5.
It got to be over what?
Over 5 in difficulty. Over 5 in difficulty.
I think that's in life for everybody in general. Probably.
If you're honest with yourself, ain't nobody easy to be around. What'd you say?
Okay, well, what's your number?
Mike's up next.
Oh, I'll tell you. Sober, I'm a 7.
Sound like me. Under 30. Sober, Mike. You're what? Sober?
Sober, I'm a 7.
You're a 7. You still difficult.
If I'm binge drinking, I'm a 10. Now, if you leave me alone while I'm binge drinking, I'm a 0. If you leave me alone, you're like, cool. If I ain't got no responsibilities I gotta fulfill, if I ain't got things I gotta do, if I ain't got stuff and shows and stuff like that, I'm a 0. But if life is happening and I'm trying to deal with life and I'm in a relationship, and I'm in super, and I'm not talking about I'm at a 9. Even
she said even her kids left her.
Thank you. Even the kids left. Damn. Now, I'm not talking about casually drinking. I'm not talking about when I'm on my, 2 or 3 and whatever, and all that. I'm talking about straight. I'm waking up in the morning, getting some. I am a 3 only because of PMS. What? I'm a 3. Wait, come on.
She's saying she's different. She's only a level 3, and that's because of the PMS. Please. Yeah. Please.
Lady, we've seen you bust in the room.
Please.
We've seen you bust in the room.
Please.
That put you at a 5 right there. You at a 5 just off of that. You can't even wait till the show is over. And we love it. We love. Hey, this is some of the most entertaining things that I've ever seen. So I'm not telling you to stop. I'm saying that, but that in itself puts you at a 5.
But go ahead. Sober Mike is a 7. If you're binge drinking, you're a 10. Wow.
Okay, sober Mike. Let me give myself more credit. Sober Mike, I'll say I'm a 6. I'm a 6.
How you gonna shift?
Because I'm a switch. I'm a 6 because I'm still gonna have my jealous ways. I'm still going to be overprotective, but I'm going to be able to explain my overprotectiveness correctly. And I'm going to be able to like actually communicate what I'm saying. Now drink binging Mike. Once again, drink binging Mike. That means you done woke up in the morning, you done rolled over and you done popped 2 shots. Yeah, he's definitely a 10. He's definitely
Very
a 10.
difficult to be.
Because he's gonna be difficult, and then when he talk to you again, he's gonna forget what he was difficult about, and he's gonna be difficult again about the same damn thing.
That's growth. He's acknowledging it.
We already talked about that. Like, why did you bring it? We resolved that. Well, we need to resolve it again because I don't quite remember. I don't think I like the way it resolved. So that it's a drastic change. But yeah, that's a drastic change. But once again, this is Therapy Thursdays here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Therapy Thursdays.
That was a
Thank
good
y'all for
question.
sharing.
How
Thank
difficult
y'all. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank y'all for
You're a little hard with that.
What?
I think you're a little hard on yourself. You ain't that bad to be difficult to be around and be with when you drinking. It's irritating, but it ain't that bad.
Well, thank you.
Why you looking like that, Jay?
Give me a drink.
No, I'm just processing.
Let me tell you what.
I'm actively listening. Can I actively listen?
Because he just be saying stuff. He might just be on some crazy stuff. He just be saying some stuff, but he don't tear up nothing, break nothing. He ain't violent. He's like a
He's
wino.
making threats. He's making terroristic threats. What are you talking about?
I mean, he ain't no terroristic threats. He be saying some old, he might go off, but he ain't
terroristic threats.
I ain't never heard a terroristic threat though. But I mean, you've been with him longer than me, so hey, I don't know what happened in the past.
Well, I grew from breaking stuff up. I don't break stuff up anymore. I realized. I got to. This is what you do. You got to train your brain while you sober, and you got to put the thoughts in your brain while you sober. And you got to while you're sober, you have to train yourself on when you're that losing control is not something that you're supposed to do, because when you're drunk, you go on automatic pilot. Everyone that drinks in a 10 in my book.
You got to be difficult to be
so this is what happens when you're drinking and you have a problem drinking. Your brain goes on automatic pilot, so whatever you put in your brain, it's gonna go out. So if I've been mad and I've been sober and been mad and been putting, so you got to put positive energy. That's why that one day I was just like, I got to keep my energy right. But thank you, Shawnee. Thank you. Jay Black talking about I made terroristic threats. I don't agree with
you don't recall. You don't recall, right?
I don't recall. I don't recall terrorists.
What do you do, Jay?
I don't recall terrorists.
Who you threatened to blow up?
I don't recall. Everybody. I want to blow up everybody. Every single body. But I'm growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not running up on nobody's
house. That's why the sober mic journey is the walk of your journey. That's perfect. Like, you've been on point.
All right, so we got 17 minutes left. We could talk about Nick Cannon. Y'all decide. We can talk about the billionaire who divorced his wife after she was she got diagnosed with dementia. Oh, that is so disrespectful.
I don't think I had that.
We got Corey Holcomb. You only have the pictures of what?
I don't think I had the pictures or videos of I got the Corey Holcomb stuff, but Nick Cannon and that man, I don't think I had it. Let's see.
All right, well, let's play the Corey Holcomb stuff. Corey Holcomb goes off on Tasha K. Let's just play the Corey Holcomb stuff. We've had that
again.
Yeah, we've had that. Corey Holcomb, he got some traction going on. Corey Holcomb has now found his lane in the Just Hilarious thing and calling her less hilarious, and now Tasha K. I don't even know what his beef is with Tasha K. I didn't even see this video, so I'll be interested to see where Corey Holcomb, very funny comedian, hilarious comedian.
Have you ever seen a bitch that look like that? That's a good person. Every bitch that look like that got.
Oh, what happened?
How is it?
Tasha K. Now I want to see what Tasha K.
Look how that bitch look.
Oh, maybe.
You ever seen a bitch look like that? That's a person. Every bitch that look like that.
Okay, so what happened? Tasha K did a show where she's calling Corey Holcomb a comedian, a pedophile, a comedian pedophile, because he took the call from R. Kelly. Did we ever play the call from R. Kelly?
No, we didn't play the call from R. Kelly, but go ahead. So he took the call from R. Kelly. Go ahead.
Yeah, and R. Kelly is pleading for people to write in for him. So here's the call from R. Kelly.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this call and all future calls, press. You may begin speaking now.
Brother Rob.
Sorry to finish.
Oh yeah. It's all good, man. Give it to me. I want you to get it out.
Pause.
You don't want to find out the hard way. Listen to the song where the record plays. When a woman, mama told me a long time ago, it ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm just making sure that's my voice, bro. Making sure you know that's my voice.
That's your voice.
There are a lot of games out there. Yeah, no, that ain't him talking. That ain't him. Yeah. But anyway.
No, that's your voice, man. That's that voice everybody has grown to love, man. I mean, I don't even know if you remember me from at the basketball court at the Y on 63rd and different things. Yeah. Yeah. It's me, bro. It's me.
I don't know why.
That's why I want everybody to write to the Department of Justice.
What the hell?
50, Pennsylvania Avenue, NW, Washington, D.C., 20530. And I gave you guys the number to the search warrant. You can look it up yourself. It's public knowledge. It was sealed at first. Now it's unsealed. I got 30 seconds.
Hey, brother, when I tell my people about this, they're going to write because nobody likes the way the system is playing you and anybody else by creating crooked laws inside of the alleged good laws. So, brother, it's all good. I'll talk to you soon, Kels. I'm always open for you.
Make sure they send you an email so that way if I ain't got minutes, I can at least email you.
Okay, bet.
All right, boy.
All right, brother. Respect.
All right, well then Tasha K saw that call Corey Holcomb, comedian pedophile. I don't know why he's a pedophile because is that the case? Because if R. Kelly decides to call us, guess what we doing? We talking to R. Kelly. We talking to R. Kelly. Like I don't know. And then that led off to Corey Holcomb going off on Tasha K. And I don't know what I don't know what crooked laws put R. Kelly in jail. I have no idea. Like I don't know what listen, man, I am not one of them. I sit in the courtroom, I do what I gotta do, and I get on out of there. I hear stories, I can tell y'all stories about the courtroom. I have no idea what Corey's talking about of crooked laws. I don't know why Chicago was so hell-bent, but if you had sex with minors and you did this with minors, I know he's not the only one. And I know there should be a lot more people who are walking around free, who are celebrities, who are walking around free doing what they want to do. I get that. If that's what he means, but I'm not going to try and interpret that there were crooked laws that put him in. I don't know. All I know is that the Aaliyah thing and all the young ladies who came about surviving R. Kelly, is he being set up? I don't know. But people don't like to say that in social media. I really don't know. From what I heard and what I saw, like everybody else casually, I just saw a guy who preyed on young girls who were underage. That's what I saw. But maybe I'm wrong. But you did it and got caught, R. Stacey Mitchell, that's what I'm saying. But I'm not in that courtroom. I don't know what shenanigans happened in that courtroom. I don't know what laws were used and what laws were suppressed and if they made up laws. I don't know if this is true or not. I know calling Corey Holcomb a pedophile just for interviewing R. Kelly is the hypocrisy of all hypocrisies, because Tasha K, if R. Kelly would want to be on your show and could call, and you would put him on the show.
She sure would. Quick.
You'd put him on there and you'd interview him for as long as the amount of minutes he had on the phone.
And she's the one, I just pulled her up, the one that Cardi B sued and won. That's that girl. Okay, I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
She's a very, very opinionated person. And she's What happened?
I don't know. Did she pay Cardi yet?
No, she ain't paid Cardi yet. You know how hard it is to get that money after the lawsuit? You know how hard it is to get that money? That's a whole, and I don't think Cardi B even did it for the money. I think Cardi B did it to win in court. It was the principle of the whole thing of going at her, because I heard her in an interview say, I ain't got the money. I don't have the money to pay up. So I don't get it, but I'd have to see the whole interview. To be fair, I'd have to see what Tasha K said and everything that was before the statement of calling Corey Holcomb that and after the statement. But to even put that word out there about somebody is irresponsible. To put a name to that term is irresponsible. Even if you playing, it's irresponsible. You can't even in this day and age, you can't even slightly attach somebody's name to a word like pedophile.
Something like that, yeah.
Like that
label forever.
Because with social media, damn it, people run with that. People run with that and tell stories, and next thing you know, this whole thing goes into a whole higher level. Like, you can't just say that. But once again, I didn't see where she said it. So maybe by tomorrow, I will see her entire interview, and I will see what she said. But she did lose the lawsuit to Cardi B. It's a dangerous game people be playing out here. Yes, Leslie, it's slander. Clap it up, girl. Go ahead. Yeah, clap it up for slander. But I don't know why. I don't know why these stars, and I always wonder how these stars pick and choose who they're gonna put a lawsuit against when the entire world is saying something about you. Like, whatever rumor happens, we all reporting it.
Who has the biggest name or the biggest platform, or I can get more traction out of to make an example.
Yeah. And she ain't got the biggest platform, but you decided to go at her. Now, I don't know. I'm just talking right now. I have no clue, but
maybe
I know
it was a history there, her always talking trash before, and it's like, all right, you know what? You've been on my radar.
Yeah, she do stuff on purpose to try to trigger people. She's not like, I don't know, but she just intentionally does some stuff. I mean, maybe she needs some more light on her show. That's why she said what she said about Corey. So he talked about it, and people go watch the show.
I would never joke or try and put anybody's name before the word pedophile. But I will say this to the people who are watching and the people who support us. The reason why people say stuff like this is like Shawnee said, is to get y'all. Because we loved it. This is the thing that kills me. We really love this messiness. We love all this shade. Like people love the juice. They love the more outrageous things that you say, the more people come to you and like, wow, they're crazy. Like, comment, comment, follow.
Mark said clickbait.
Clickbait.
Some people have small platforms, but go for big people. Tashami had a good question right here. He said, not a question, but he said, just because a person goes to jail for doing something wrong does not mean that his people should cut them off also. So there's no limitations to Shami messing with little kids. Like, I don't know. Like, do you cut your peoples off? It depends on what crime they committed. Like, there's some things you like. Kids is like, for me, it's always been super off. Like, you mess with a kid, I can't. Sorry, Mike, Shani, I can't rock. Like, I don't know. Like, you touch innocent little kids. Tashami saying, is there any limitations, Mike?
You know, this is what happens. This the psychology behind this. If somebody were to say that to about somebody I'm close to, and let's say they got convicted, but the lawyer is telling me, his lawyer or her lawyer is telling me he didn't do it. He wasn't guilty of it. Now I'm going to lean towards my belief that what I saw in you is what is the truth. So sometimes people, if you don't believe it, now, okay, let's just say you're absolutely certain the person did it. You're absolutely certain the person did it. Out of the clear blue sky, your best girlfriend, your best friend in general, your mother,
your family member, your brother,
your brother,
your child.
Your child does something like this. I don't know. If it's my child, if it's my child, I can't.
And you need help, and you want to support that person still.
I can't cut my child.
I can't say that I would cut my people off, and I don't have that many people. I can't say that I would cut my people off. I would be disappointed and hurt. But I mean, they gotta pay for what they gotta pay for if they did something wrong. But I can't say, and I mean, Corey apparently picked a side and he want to support R. Kelly for whatever the reason is. So
It's
I don't know.
Now I used to play basketball with a person who made a statement around us, and I guess he thought we were gonna co-sign it. Made a statement that there was some things going on in the high school that he worked at, and nobody supported it. Everybody looked at him like he was crazy, and but he stayed in the basketball group. But I guess that's not a good example because we weren't close friends. So at that point I veered off because I just listen. I've done a lot of shit that I'm not proud of, a lot. But I've never dated anybody underage. I've never dated anybody under 21 years old. Like I've never like so. I don't know. My children, I couldn't cut my children off. I couldn't cut my kids off. God forbid that would ever happen. I would still, like Jay, you said, I said something. I'd probably be wondering what I did as a parent the entire time. Like, what did I do? What was it? What was my influence on it? And what was my problem? What did I fail at that this happened? Mark said, the problem I have is this. He was doing this for a long time. Nobody said anything. It got worse. Nobody helped. Now it's a big problem. That's the hypocrisy of the society. We knew about this Aaliyah thing 20 years ago, y'all. We knew about all this. And all those artists knew what was going on. And it makes me feel like the reason why the artists don't condemn him, but they just detach from him, because there was a situation where a lot of things like that were going on and other people took part.
Money and fame is a powerful drug. It's hard to stop somebody with money and fame.
And then they snatched all his music off the radio. That's for me. That's where it was. I don't agree what he did because I've had my own encounters with R. Kelly and really don't like him as a person, but I liked him as an artist. So I liked his music and stuff. But they didn't snatch everybody else's stuff that was doing stuff in the I don't know if I even sent you that TikTok of Kanye. Remember Kanye went on that whole about Kim and Balenciaga and what they were doing, and the other artists aren't saying anything about it. Well, his new wife, he took her shopping at Balenciaga.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I didn't. On a shopping spree, bought her some stuff there. I thought we was against Balenciaga, so I don't think R. Kelly should have lost his catalog, and I think that I feel some type of way about them pulling all his music, even though I don't. This is a person that, again, as a person, I don't like him because I've had to deal with him.
Okay, so you keep saying that, but you bearing the lead. So what happened before we get out of here? If you had a bad, he's like, what happened?
Listening. Get to the meat.
No, I'm saying I did have an encounter with him as a kid, as a 17-year-old. But see, that was Shawnee thinking that my mouth was too much. Then my mouth was too much and saved me from a situation because me and my friends went to the concert. He came when I was in college. And we were like, oh, we gonna go to the show. And we ain't had no tickets. Again, we were in college. I was a freshman. I think the other girls they were freshmen or sophomore. We go to the back of I'm the leader. Now I'm the ringleader of this. We gonna get in here. And we got in.
Oh man.
And wait, we didn't, we weren't dressed like girls dressed now. Like we had on sneakers, jeans, t-shirts, wasn't nothing fancy or nothing because we had to walk all the way down there.
Looking for trouble, just looking for trouble.
We wanted to see the show and meet R. Kelly.
Exactly, looking for trouble.
And they were like, yeah, come on in. And I'm thinking, I got to get the gab. I'm getting in here. Man, they took us right to the front. They took us right to the tour bus. And he came off stage. We got our little autographs, and then I had a problem because the nigga didn't give me back my pen. He would not give me back my pen. And I was like, I need my pen. Imagine me 17. How I go off now. I'm like, I need my pen. He rich. This is my pen. I'm a college student.
It was a pen.
But he chunked that pen at me, and the people, I guess the security people was like, okay, y'all can go on and leave. They kept us there for, so long. And as an adult, I was like, damn, they was going to put us on that tour bus. We would have been gone if I didn't have a hot mouth.
Pause.
One of the hot mouth. That was a problem.
Pause. The hot mouth.
Yeah. But then in radio, having to deal with him with some promotions that he a little difficult to deal with. So it's like, okay, this month.
Now,
But
after that story of Shawnee talking about the pen, and we got to get out of here. I just would like to tell you, this is the same person who said the difficulties of being with her on a scale of 1 to 10 was a 3. That's all I'm saying. That's
she said a 1. She said a 1.
She said a 1.
Yeah, she said a 1.
I said a 1. 3. I said 1.
I was saying at least a 3.
Well, God bless. Your attitude saved you from surviving. You might have been surviving R. Kelly on that tour, bro.
I know, right?
Once again, I want to tell everybody, every young woman, every woman, stay off rappers and celebrities' tour buses.
Yes.
This is a public service announcement from Michael Shawn. Stay off a tour bus unless you are. I'm not saying it's right what they do. I'm not saying if you say no and they continue to go, they should be charged. They should go to jail. But I'm warning you, put your seatbelts on when you get in the car, and don't ever, unless you are willing to take it where it's going to go, ever get on a rapper or celebrity's tour bus. It is not for you unless you are planning to get naked. Don't do it. Kidnapped, anything.
They would have put us on that bus. We would have never been seen before. Okay. Now, Mike is going to do a post today on Instagram at some point. You guys watch his Instagram because Mike has a line now where you can call and leave messages.
Yeah, so we're going to have a line. We're going to have a phone line that whatever topic we have, you'll be able to call and leave your comments. So we're going to have that
so
on.
Queenborn can actually call. Oh, that's dope. All right.
And you can put your comment, but then what we're going to do is we're going to play your comment on the show. The next day we'll play your comment and you will hear your comments on the show. Stay off the tour bus and fight for your pen. Quick. Stay off the tour bus. Stay out of hotel rooms. Stay out of hotel suites. Don't do it to yourself. I'm warning y'all. This is a crooked, dirty world that goes on in the entertainment business. And if you want to save yourself and you're not down for that, you wouldn't walk into a stranger's house. But for some reason, you think you know these people because you know their songs. If you was walking by somebody's house and they say, "Yo,
come on in,
come on in my house for a second," you all the time. You run.
Let's have some drinks.
Come in here. You wouldn't do it.
But
for some reason, you'll go into a stranger's hotel room or a stranger's tour bus and risk yourself in this. Please, people. Please, young women. And you know what, young men. Please, young men. All y'all, it's a weird world out here. I hate to say it. Young men, you can get it too. You can get it too. If you're not about that life. I've been on Tony Tony's tour bus and a lot of women. We talked, laughed, and took pictures. They were cool and outnumbered by the women. Okay. They were outnumbered by the women.
Women, not kids. Y'all, we was kids. Clearly kids. When did nobody have no makeup on? When nobody trying to look like a grown one?
Stacy called y'all were hot tails.
Not
hot tails. Looking for trouble. I
just wanted to go see R. Kelly.
Looking for trouble. I just want to see R. Kelly and go to his tour bus. He ain't performing at his tour bus. He wasn't doing my mind telling me no. He wasn't doing that at the tour bus. All right, let's get out of here.
See y'all tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Friday. We'll be rocking tomorrow again. Michael Shawn, Shawnee Scott, J Black, Sexy Mo. We will have the phone lines where you can leave a message. We will give the number tomorrow. You'll be able to leave your comment. We will play your comment on the show. You can hear yourself. So whatever you want to go in on. The video will damage your life. What video will damage? I don't know what video you're talking
about. In general, whatever footage is out there.
Although the CW33 on Saturday, the times have changed. They started 5 o'clock with Shawnee on air. Then Big Bink's break room is 6 o'clock. And then the part 2 to my Lady Jade interview at 6:30. So make sure you check out the CW33 Saturday. If you ever miss a show, if you ever miss this show or you miss a TV show, you should always go to Media Room 360 TV on YouTube. Media Room 360 TV on YouTube. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. Also, prayers and a shout out to Nikki White Chocolate. We always got you in our prayers. You are going to come through this in flashing colors. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Parking spots, views, likes, and pens from R. Kelly. Fight for your happiness. And never allow anybody to take it away from you. Michael, Shawn, J Black, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo. Yeah, y'all.
Michael, Shawn, and the